Hey, what's up guys, Bearcat here, doing another exciting episode of Bearcat Reviews, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Voyager Class Rhinox figure. And I gotta say guys, I'm very excited to get this figure and review it for you guys, because I always thought Rhinox's design was pretty interesting and cool for the Beast Wars characters, also just like Dinobot. And I saw he wasn't supposed to be out for a while, and I saw him on the shelf when I went out to the store, so I picked him up so I could review him for you guys. Get the review out a little early for you. But anyways, guys, as you can see, we're going to take a look at the box here. You see it says Rhinox. Shows a picture of him in his Rhino mode, and you can see from the side robot mode that comes into the Rhino mode on here. It says Transformers, the Cartoon Hasbro. On the side here, you get the poster for the Kingdom line. On the back, you got the art image of Rhinox there with the Maximal logo. It says it's 35 steps. On the side here, you see it says Voyager Class and that art image of Rhinox there. And on top, you got the Maximal logo and Transformers there. And not much else at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack open this figure. So here is Rhinox in his Rhino mode. And I gotta say, guys, this is a cool figure. I'm really loving this. I almost said little, but he's not tiny or little much at all. I gotta say, I really love this guy. It's very well done. One of the things it's just the design looks so well. They make it look so realistic with all the, with the little leather-like almost feeling here and look to it, and to just make it look so much like a real Rhino. It's crazy. But I think the only downside is that for this Rhino, there's a Rhino butt. But the only downside really is his legs don't move much. I mean, he can move like this, and he can move here. But that's really it as far as articulation for this Rhino mode. But, yeah, and then the mouth opens like that. So there's that. And that's really it. Other than it's a really good-looking Rhino. I mean, the best you can get him. You can't really get a charging run pose with it. But it still looks amazing. It looks so realistic. But, as you can see, actually, let me put it on the right side of the screen here for you guys. As you can see, the Rhino mode stands here at just under 3.5 inches tall. But for lengthwise, it is about just under 6.5 inches long. And so for your size comparisons, here is Rhinox next to our last figure review, the My Hero Academia McFarlane Toys Deku or Zuko Midoriya figure. So you can see how they scale together. Here he is next to Optimus Primal. So you can see how they scale together. Here he is next to Dinobot. So you can see how they scale together. And then for basic 6-inch scale comparison, here he is next to Arc Trooper Echo. Studio Series Hot Rod. Toy Fair Deluxe Class Snake Eyes. And Star Wars The Clone Wars Captain Rex. So you can see how they all scale together. And now it's time to transform Rhinox into his robot mode. So first thing you want to do is make sure the mouth's closed up like that, up in there. And then the next part you really want to do is you want to lift up here on his arms so you can make sure they're out of the way for when you do the legs. So for that, you want to just unhook this whole back assembly here like that. And separate these out. And then you can see plugged in the underside here of his knees. You can pull these out. That's where he keeps his weapons stored. And so for the next part, and it's a little complicated, this transformation, because there's a lot of bending and you don't want to bend and accidentally snap something when you do this. So first step you want to do is you want to open up his back here. So then the next step here is you want to untab these little chunks here from the sides of him. So you just want to hook them up like this. Make sure they get out of the way. You want to do that on both sides. It can be a little tricky. There we go. Try and get them up and out of the way, but there's those. Alright, then the next step you want to do is you kind of want to take his well, it's already done with this leg. Fold it inwards, and then you want to fold it. Actually, I'm saying that wrong. Fold it up like this, so you can see up like that. Then you want to take his foot, his rhino foot here, and rotate it around and fold it in there, so it's stored in there. Then you want to grab here where part of his butt is. You want to fold it down and tab it right in there. As you can see, there's a tab here and a tab hole there. And you just want to tab it together. And eventually this will fold in. But once you get to this point, you want to come over here and pull up on this assembly and pull out what will become the foot. And then you see it unhook tabs here, and then you can just slowly start folding it down. But you want to make sure you push this piece inwards while you're doing that, and also unhook his foot because it's tabbed in here, and you can just rotate his foot around. There we go. So the foot is out. And then once you finish folding that in and folding his knee up, you can fold this piece inward, and then there's a tab here that you tab into that tab hole there, or a porthole here, actually, my bad. And then you just push it into place, and then you have the first leg. So for the other leg, you just want to do the same thing. You want to make sure to pull it out, fold it upwards around his knee here, fold in the leg, down like that, tail, butt, whatever you want to call it. Bring out his foot, rotate it around so that it's flat. There we go. Then you fold in the rest of the leg, fold down his knee, fold in the cover here, and tab it in. And there you have the legs are done. And those are like the hardest part of transforming Rhinox here. So the next part is for the arms. So you can keep these up, or if you want to make sure they're out of the way until you get to the last step, you can fold these back down. And then what you want to do is you want to lift up here on the back head of the rhino a little bit. And then you can bring out what will become the shoulders. Flip these around. So you pull these out, you rotate it up, and then you fold it back because they're on a little butterfly hinge type joint right there. And then you can rotate here the rhino feet around like that, because those will become his forearms. But the next, what you want to do is you want to take the rhino head and make sure it's flush back down like that, so that it comes up flat against the back of the head, like so. Doesn't really tab in there, just sit there. And then you push these back up once it's all in place. And then you want to grab here in his chest and pull this forward, fold out what would be at the bottom of the mouth, and then push it back in, tab it back in. So there's that. And the last step here is just to open up his forearm and fold out his hand like so. And then you just clip that back down once you do it. And then there you have Rhinox in his robot mode, which I gotta say, guys, looks very good and is a very cool looking figure. He's done very well. I love this gold that they mixed in here with him, along with all the green. The only thing I find weird is I find it weird that he has lips, because usually that gold chin was usually just the bottom of his jaw. So it's kind of weird that they gave him a bottom lip this time. So, but anyways, as far as accessories go for Rhinox, he comes with the two little chain saw guns that we saw pull out of him, and then you just pull these apart, and then you just set them in his hands here like so. As you can see, you can use them and act like he's shooting with them, or act like there's some chainsaws that he's got on the end of his hands, blades, whichever you want to do for posing wise. But that's really it for accessories, is that. And then he comes with the classic card like all the other ones, and I don't know why I keep getting the arc for the card cover. I don't know why, I just keep getting Autobot arc. But then like all the others, you can peel it back, and this time it shows the Autobot arc in its robot mode, fighting Megatron. So that's pretty cool. But that's really it as far as accessories. So now we're going to get into his posability. And he has a decent amount of posability, which I kind of expect from Voyager class figures. So let me take these off so I can show it. So his head is on a ball joint. So it rotates around, goes up that far and down that far. Shoulders can rotate 360. Has a butterfly kind of joint thanks to transformation. Shoulders move up that far and back down. Elbows bent a little under 90 degrees. And they can swivel at the elbow. That's thanks to transformation. Hands really can't do much other than move up and down a little bit. That's also part of the transformation. He does have a waist swivel here. His legs can kick forward that far. If you lift the head up out of the way, his legs can kick back that far. He has single joint and double joint knee, thanks to the transformation. But that's as far as it can bend. Hips can move, spread pretty far. His thigh swivel. Oh, down here, my bad. Thigh swivel. Ankles can move down and up, and he's got ankle pivot. And that's really it for the posability of Rhinox. So now we'll get him all set up to do some size comparisons. So here is Rhinox, and he is standing in at just under 7 inches tall. And for your size comparisons, here he is next to our last figure review. We have the McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia Izuku Midoriya figure. So you can see how they scale together. Here he is next to the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy Optimus Primal figure. So you can see how they scale together. Here he is next to the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Trilogy Dinobot figure. So you can see how they scale together. And for your basic 6-inch scale comparison, here he is next to the ARC Trooper Echo figure. Transformer Studio Series Hot Rod figure. Toy Fair exclusive deluxe class Snake Eyes figure. And the Star Wars The Clone Wars Captain Rex figure. So you can see how they all scale together. And here is Rhinox in an action pose, getting ready to fight some Predacons. And I gotta say, guys, this is an amazing figure. I highly recommend getting this figure if you are a fan of Transformers Beast Wars, or if you're a fan of the Kingdom line. Definitely recommend getting Rhinox here. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something you want to see reviewed, and I'll try and get it and review it for you guys. Also, please share the video. Let your friends know about this channel and about these kinds of videos if they're interested in this content. And please remember to subscribe, like, and also to hit the notification bell, let you know when the next videos are coming out. Because like I said, I do post weekly. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this green weekend, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Bearcat Reviews.